Good afternoon, America. I'm the Big Red One guy, reminding you that together we must break the machine. Well, 16 state attorneys generals joined forces to demand access to DHS non-citizen database from Secretary Mayorkas to protect elections. In a coordinated effort to uphold election integrity, a coalition of 16 state attorneys general led by South Carolina's Alan Wilson and Ohio's Dave Yost has formally requested that the Department of Homeland Security provide access to its non-citizen database. This move aims to ensure that the immigration status of registered voters can be verified upon request, a crucial step as the nation approaches the November elections. In a letter addressed to DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, fucking scumbag, the attorneys general expressed serious concerns regarding the federal agent's failure to collaborate with states in verifying voter registration information. The 16 undersigned state attorneys general right to raise grave concerns that by failing to work with states to verify voter registration information, your office has failed to discharge its duty ahead of a national election, the letter states. The attorneys general emphasized the fundamental right to vote and the state's responsibility to protect the electoral process. Every citizen treasures the right to vote, Attorney General Wilson said in the statement. The states are required by law to protect our election process and are trying to do that, and the Department of Homeland Security is required by law to verify voter information upon request. But DHS has either delayed or given us inadequate information. And the attorney generals from the following states joined in this suit. Joining Wilson and Yost in this initiative are attorney generals from Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming. Together, they assert that the integrity of elections hinges on the ability to confirm the citizenship status of registered voters. The coalition of attorneys general insists that the federal cooperation is not merely a courtesy, it's mandated by law. In their letter, they argue that DHS' failure to cooperate with states undermines the very foundation of election integrity. Well, listen, America, we all know who's running the DHS right now, right? The Marxist state is deep in our government. I've said it in plenty of my videos. Alejandro Mayorkas is a puppet of the Biden administration. He's going to do everything he needs to at the direction of the Biden administration. And you know, it's if you heard the states in question, they're all red states, including one of them is a swing state. So this is done deliberately, right? All these states are trying to clear up their voter rolls. Um, they probably should have been doing that shit since 2020, but I guess in some of those states with elections, they have new state attorney generals and whatnot, and and they're doing it now. To me, it's a little bit too fucking late for that. It's great that they brought a suit up against the government, but like they're gonna comply. So even if you get in front of a federal judge, right, a federal magistrate, you know what they're gonna do? DHS is gonna still continue to delay. So this is a tactic. I did two videos on this with the illegal immigration and well, when it comes to voting, I did one in 3 months about how they were signing up illegal immigrants in states, in particular red states, to vote. Right, so they come in. The way the process works is obviously they've been flowing in, like a fucking tidal wave since 2020, right? And well, 2021, I guess, because that's when the Biden administration went ahead and fucking ganked every single executive order that was helping us do things on the border and had significantly slowed down the pace of what was happening down there. Anyway, with that said, since they've been getting their asses handed to them in the press recently, last year or so, over this, and it is just a talking point of the of the right, a correct talking point, and they're getting annihilated. What they started to do is they did slow it down, right? But what they did is they started flying these people into red states. All right, and I mentioned this in some of my other videos. Again, this is deliberate, and these states are trying to clean up their voter rolls, and they're doing it following the law because that's what we do on the right. We try to follow the law. It always fucking takes forever to do things when you're doing things by the law, but that's the way we're supposed to do it, right? So DHS is required by law to verify the names that they're provided to find out if they're actual citizens, so that in the states where they're trying to clean up their voter rolls from criminal aliens voting, because this is their intent, right? They've hemorrhaged the black vote, they've hemorrhaged the Hispanic vote, they've hemorrhaged some of the Asian vote. There's fucking even Muslims now are talking about they can vote for Donald Trump. It's amazing what's happening right now. So the Democratic Party, has become the party of the elite, the Marxist state. And there are a lot of Americans that, kind of fall down the middle. They don't want to hear that shit anymore. They don't want to hear the cities being overrun and whatnot. They damn sure don't want to hear that illegal immigrants are voting in elections. So, this is the DHS stalling, DHS not doing its job, and it's done intentionally and it's on purpose to hurt these red states, right? Because if you have more illegal voters voting in these states, they're most likely going to vote blue, right? Because like the blue has let them fucking come in. It's been the blue side that's been letting them come in and rape and pillage and fucking destroy our systems, everything, and fucking just fuck everything up in our country, right? Like they're not just coming in here to get jobs and stuff like that. We have we have foreign gangs taking over apartment complexes in our states and whatnot. It's just a terrible thing. It's horrible what's going on with this criminal alien problem we have going on. Anyway, um, you know, I'm gonna leave a link to the article from the Gateway Pundit in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I am the Big Red One guy signing out. And God bless you all. God bless America. I'll see you in the next video.